Right now, the most conventional way to heal a wound is by putting some antibiotic cream on it or taking a pill and then dressing it with a Band-Aid or some other sort of wrapping, and then just wait. This waiting time can take on average 28 to 42 days. On top of that, if the wound gets infected, that's 2 to 3 more weeks of waiting, plus the time for that scarring to go away, which is about a year or more depending on how bad the scar is. And if you're using antibiotics regularly or are using them often incorrectly, like not taking your full dosages for the full length of time, you can develop an antibiotic-resistant pathogen. This just means that your antibiotic will no longer respond to that pathogen and it won't kill it. So you're going to need to find a new antibiotic to use. And even though there are hundreds of antibiotics, there are only 6 main groups. And cycling between 2 antibiotics, which is the common method to get rid of the resistance right now, can actually lead to a delayed resistance later on of that second antibiotic. But conveniently, copper has some very good healing and antibiotic properties. And when we can implement these tiny pieces of copper nanoparticles into bandages, then to the bandages you already use, then you can help decrease this waiting time significantly. And this happens because copper can promote the growth of new tissue to plug up that wound, plus the growth of new blood vessels, which can help circulate fresh blood to that wound and deliver nutrients that the wound is likely being starved of. And this will greatly increase the healing time. Copper is also really good at killing a wide range of microbes, like bacteria, fungi, yeasts, viruses, and it's even shown to be effective on the COVID-19 virus. So I recreated a digital version of a bandage like this embedded with copper nanoparticles. And this kind of bandage is made up of 3 layers, though more can be added for extra protection, and that would be recommended for deeper, harder to heal wounds. This first layer here is the one that has first contact with the wound, and it is made up of a woven material, and it's very absorbent. This first layer helps to enhance wound closure by helping to produce more blood vessels, guide skin stem cells, and produce more granular tissue. Granular tissue is a special kind of tissue that's made up of stretchy kind of tissue called connective tissue and lots of tiny blood vessels. This kind of tissue grows from the bottom of the wound up to plug up the wound. Next is these second and third layers. They are made up of a non-woven material, and they are sort of fuzzy looking because the fibers are put together chemically instead of woven. These 2 layers are acting as a protective barrier, protecting the wound from outside contaminants like body fluids, gases, and other contaminants in the air. This bandage has no adhesive layers on it because it can be cut to the desired size, and it can cover any wound because it can be any size. These kind of bandages can be worn up to 7 days and then later disposed of, but there's also an application to make these kind of bandages environmentally friendly by using sustainable and biodegradable fabrics and materials, like bamboo fibers, coconut fibers and oils, cotton, bioplastics, etc. Thank you for watching my video and my demo about copper nanoparticles and their incredible healing powers and in fighting infection.